Chapter 5, First Date. A few days later, the entire team floods into the locker room after a big home win against Boston. Did you see me out there tonight? I was on fire. For once, I'll let your ego slide. Those were some killer saves. Let's not forget how good our offense was. You almost had that hat trick, Lori. The mood in the locker room is buoyant. Everyone exhausted, sweating, and riding high. No one is riding as high as me because I'm the one going on a date with Lori after this.
Alright team, settle down. I bet you all think you're hot stuff after tonight's game. And you'd be right. Never seen such intensity out there. This team was shaking in their skates.
Don't forget, how well we worked as a team. You take the whole team, sweeping glance, surge of pride, rushes through you. Everyone worked together and did their best. I'm so proud of all of you. Aw, shucks, you're making us blush.
Still a lot of work to be done, but Jules is right. This Alex was standing on her head in a goal, and Sean shut down their best attacker, and Hunter, well...
Coach Howie gives Hunter a nod, looking like nothing so much as a proud father.
Just look at him. He's had a hobble off the ice, and he's gonna hurt like hell tomorrow, but he left a piece of himself out there on the ice. And that's what I want from all of you moving forward.
As the speech continues, your phone chimes with an incoming text. You take a discreet step back, checking it. Don't look so worried. I didn't leave any of my good parts out there. What? Why can't you just say that in person? A strangled sound escapes you as you glance across the locker room. Sure enough, Hunter's staring at you with a hot, lopsided smirk. You try to glare him into submission, but all he does is return his attention to his phone. Are you gonna ask which parts I mean? Pay attention to the speech. Stop distracting me, this is important. You started it, you and that ass of yours. Well, this is, SH. You flush with heat, then determinedly shove the phone into your pocket. Well, he's just trying to get under my skin because he knows I'm seeing Lori after. You turn your attention back to Coach Howie, who's finishing up his speech with a flourish.
With all that said, tonight's game, puck goes to the player who kept a cool head, scored, and did it all with his usual panache. Our very own Lori Burke.
As everyone cheers and slaps Lori on the back, you can't help but feel a surge of affection. That's my team captain, and my date for tonight. Lori catches your eye and holds it as everyone starts heading to the showers. The locker room seems to shrink as just the two of you as he saunters over to you, the puck held outstretched in his hand. Here, you deserve this a lot more than I do. What? Why? What did I do? You gave me something to look forward to. He closes your fist around the puck and lets his hand stay over yours. Pricks of sensation travel from his skin to yours. I'm gonna clean up, but then I'll be waiting outside, Jules. Don't keep me waiting too long. Your heart seems to stop beating a full 30 seconds as he heads out of the locker room and into the night. You can hardly believe this is actually happening and that he's as excited about the date as you are. What do we have here? That was quite an exchange. You jump in surprise as you turn and find Luke standing and watching you with a deep grin. How long have you been standing there? Long enough to see the googly eyes. Don't tell me, after years of flirting, Lori's finally making his move. Luke, I'm so excited I might die. Can you believe it's actually happening, that he finally is ready to give me a chance? Luke slings an arm around your neck and pulls you in for a quick hug. You deserve all the happiness in the world, Jules. I mean it. A warm glow steals over you. Of everyone on the team, no one understands you better than Luke. Lori is taking me out for drinks tonight. Just drinks? Doesn't sound very exciting. Bro, come on. Better than nothing. The drinks are only to start. There's no saying where the night will lead after that. That's my girl. Please tell me you're planning on going all out for this date of yours. Not to slam your uniform, but you look a little underdressed. What's wrong with that? I'm being my usual self. Lori loves that. Look what she's wearing. That's underdressed. I thought the whole point was to show Lori that you're ready for more than usual dynamic. Well, when you put it like that, He grabs his phone, pulls up photos, and an outfit collection. Don't worry, I know a VIP ticket holder who runs a boutique just around the corner. Say the word and I can have her bring in a few options. She kinda owes me for, well, never mind. Let's just say she always comes through for me. It's not a bad outfit. Trust the process. Alright, twist my arm, why don't you? I know you'll be on board. Head to your office and I'll have the outfits brought over ASAP. Luke is true to his word. The new clothes are not only arrive within minutes, but they fit you like a glove. A hot, irresistible glove that Laurie won't be able to keep his hands off of. The locker room is hot and steamy as you make your way through it. By the time everyone is dressed and getting ready to enjoy a night out of their own. A head swivel, wolf whistle sound as you make your way towards the exit. Oh, damn, someone's trying to get lucky tonight. See, told you I had the hookup. Oh, may the odds ever be in your favor, Jules. You try to downplay how much your friend's words mean to you, but you can already feel the jittery nerves starting to ebb away. If the team thinks I look this good, just imagine how Laurie is going to react. A low cough comes from the far end of the room and draws your attention. You look up to find Hunter watching you with a mocking gleam in his eye. So tonight's the big night. His gaze rakes you from head to toe, and you think you catch a flash of something dark and dangerous in it. Laurie's one hell of a lucky man. I hope he doesn't let you down. You push down the thrill that Hunter's words sent rippling through you, and do your best to ignore the sudden memory of his kiss. There's only one thing that's getting under my skin tonight, Hunter, and it isn't you. Oh, in that case, have a great time. Oh, and Jules, don't do anything I wouldn't do. You're torn between irritation and amusement as he turns his back to you with a whistle on his lips. Doesn't matter what Hunter's trying to do. Tonight is about me and Laurie, and that's all that matters. A short time later, you and Laurie pull up to a swanky New York club with a wait list a mile long. Club Vine, are you serious? This place is impossible to get into. When you want something enough, Jules, nothing is impossible. He wraps an arm around your waist and pulls you flush against his body. With a soft laugh, he drops his mouth to your ear. Especially when you look like that. I had no idea you could clean up so good. A low hum of satisfaction escapes you, especially when Laurie's hand grazes the top of your ass and stays there. Your whole body practically arches to feel his touch slide lower. You're not so bad yourself, Burke. You'd better get in line before it grows much longer. I have a better idea. Come on. His hand on the small of your back propels you forward, past the lines of club-goers, past the paparazzi on the lookout for a hot celebrity, and past the huge bouncer holding everyone back. Hey, Viggo, mind if we duck in before the cameras get wind of us? Are you kidding? After the night you played today, you can have anything you want. The bouncer steps back to allow you to pass. Wait, is this for real? We can just walk in? Did you forget that I'm kind of a local celebrity? I don't have a reason to demand the VIP treatment very often, but tonight is special because you're my VIP. I had no idea. You were such a smooth talker, they rolled out the red carpet for you. I thought maybe you got a free latte every now and then, but this is kind of a big deal. He looks askance and then ushers you through the open door. I don't always love the spotlight, but it has its uses. As you take in the thumping music, velvet line seating, and a high-end feature to the club, you realize you underestimated Laurie. I requested us a private booth. I was hoping to get you all to myself. He leads you expertly through the crowd towards the VIP room near the back. Ignoring the calls and congratulations, he keeps his attention focused solely on you. In that case, you can have me. As he helps you slide into the plush seating, your attention is distracted by the flash of a TV screen overhead. And we're back on air with Off the Ice, your top news source for all things hockey. Hey, look, it's Ava, the news reporter from, Off the Ice. Speaking of all things hockey, the Snow Tigers are coming off one of the best games of the season. On here, I hoped we could get away from hockey for a few hours. You could always turn the TV off or change the channel. He slides into the booth, his hot thigh pressed against yours, and his arm slung casually over your shoulder. It feels so natural to have his body next to yours, so warm and inviting that you can't help but lean in. And perhaps most surprising of all is Hunter Malik. Experts are already calling him the breakout player of the season.
Only once in my life have I ever seen that level of natural talent before. We should see some sparks fly before the year's out.
I wonder if Hunter's watching this. Why does it matter? Why does that guy always seem to be getting in my way? Uh-oh. Afraid Hunter's gonna steal your spotlight. I might get distracted tonight. You let a teasing smile play about your lips as you take in the side of Laurie's scowl. Hunter seems to be following us wherever we go. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were jealous. Laurie gets up and clicks the television with a derisive snort. Please, I can be jealous of a man like that when I'm the one who gets to buy you drinks tonight? As he slides back into the booth, his hands drop to your thigh underneath the table. The light pressure makes your whole body hum. No more distractions. For the next few hours, it's you, me, and an evening full of possibilities. You make it sound so easy. That's because it is. You forget how good I am at keeping the different parts of my life separate. Work, play, romance. His hand slides up a few inches. You suck in a breath, your thighs quivering as he reaches higher and higher, until he raises his hand in a signal for the waiter. How do you do it?
Do what? Order drinks?
No, keep unwanted distractions from taking over. You could teach a masterclass in self-control.
I mean, he compartmentalizes. Like, there's some of us who just do it.
It's easy. All you have to do is focus on the thing you want most. He turns to face you, his attention fixed on you in a way that makes you feel like the two of you are alone in the club.
For me, that usually means hockey. I eat, breathe it, wake up thinking about it.
He reaches out and touches your hand. A jolt of electricity tingles up your arm to the thrumming of your heart.
But right now, with you, you're the only thing on my mind.
Scoot closer to him. Only on your mind? You shift closer, shifting your legs so that you're practically ensconced on his lap.
Not anymore.
There are a few other places I'd like to be about right now.
Damn, Jules, I may have underestimated you all these years.
Oh, you totally did. But I'm going to show you tonight that I can focus on what's important too. And that something is us. The waiter returns with your drinks, and you and Laurie toast to the night ahead and kick them back. A warm glow courses through you, half from the alcohol and half from the light in Laurie's eyes. Okay, so we have a VIP booth, we have drinks, we have each other. What happens next? Actually about that, I ordered us a little something extra. Laurie's brow puckers as he nods at the bartender, who makes her way over to your table and serves a tray with a bucket of pink heart-shaped ice surrounded on equally pink bottles of champagne. Oh, this must be an important occasion. Most people only order the pretty in pink special on V-Day. Laurie, I didn't know you were such a romantic, that this was that kind of date. That's a weird, the first one's a weird one. No, you were such a romantic. Is this all for me? I had no idea you were so traditional. I wanted to make tonight special. Laurie thanks the bartender for popping the top of the bottle and pouring you each a glass.
Sorry if it was too much.
It's okay, Laurie. You can tell me anything. Well, then I should probably admit that I'm a little rusty when it comes to this sort of thing. You, rusty, but you posed topless for a magazine cover just last week.
That's different. Work is easy, but sweeping a date off her feet? I'm out of practice.
You bump him lightly with your hip. You're thinking too much about it. All you have to do is be the cool, suave, and possibly hot guy who's been flirting with me for years. Even though your joke helps lighten the mood, Laurie toys with the stem of the champagne flute. I don't know, Jules. You know how I get. I'm used to so doing things a certain way that I tend to trap myself. The music shifts as pumping beat starts to take over. You sway in time to the beat, letting the alcohol and mood of the place take over. Then it's a good thing I know how to shake things up. Before he can react, you grab him by the hand and drag him towards the dance floor. You're immediately swallowed by the music and the bodies of everyone else around you. Laurie blinks dazedly at you, his body stiff as you start to undulate and twist around him. Pull him closer in an intimate dance, grind, and put on a show. Pull him closer. You hook your hands behind his neck and pull him close. Without losing the beat, you start to move your body against his. I forget everyone and everything right now. It's just you and me and this killer beat. His hands drop to your hips. The rough, steady press of his fingertips feels so good, especially when he lets them slide low enough to graze your ass. If it was just you and me, things might be taking a different turn. You let him take over the dance, even though you're the one rocking in time to the beat. His hands are the ones that can't seem to get enough. His touch moves like liquid silk over the expensive fabric of your top. Each slide of it against your skin feels like a kiss. I wore this just for you, you know? Believe me, Jules, I know, and I like it. See? All it takes is to get you out of your rut, and then is a good song and a packed dance floor. To be honest, I'm not paying much attention to anything but you. He runs his hand down the side of your throat to the neckline of your top with slow, teasing movements. He starts to trace the upper swell of your breast. I used to think Coach Howie was the only person who could push me the way I need to be pushed, but I was wrong. He takes you by the hand and tugs you towards him. Breathless, you slam into his body and stay there until you lose track of everything except the way his heart pounds against yours. You're just as good. Even if it means dragging me kicking and screaming to the dance floor. If lighting a fire under your ass is all it takes to impress you, then I have an even better idea. You stop dancing long enough to nod up at the booth where the DJ is spinning. If you're such a VIP around here, you should be able to sneak up there and take over the booth. Unless that's too much of a challenge for a hockey player creeping past his prime. A quick, pleased smile touches his lips. He looks so much like a man who's about to rock your world that your heart stops. I'm gonna make you eat those words, Jules. DJing doesn't scare me. I've dabbled in it before. Wait, what? What's this the first I'm hearing of this? I have a few tricks left up my sleeve. He gently nudges you in the direction of the stairs. I wouldn't normally march up there and demand a takeover, but you're the one who wanted this. The pressure of his hand grows suddenly intense. Every muscle of his strong, perfect body propels you forward. Unless you're the one who needs a little push. You eye the dark, private booth with a delighted shiver. You had no idea that Laurie knew how to DJ. Or that he's so good at playing these kinds of games. DJ with Laurie. Alright, DJ Burke, show me what you got. Watch and learn, Jules. Watch and learn. He leads you up the stairs to where the dark, lush booth awaits you. With her headset on and her attention on the soundboard, the DJ doesn't notice you right away. Excuse me? Could we get a little help here? Go away, no one's allowed up here. Instead of backing down, Laurie crosses his arms and flashes the DJ a warm smile. You sure about that? Dude, you're that guy from the Snow Tigers. Laurie extends his arms for a friendly handshake. Laurie Burke, good to meet you. Love what you're spinning. I can't believe this. Can I get an autograph, a selfie? My sister's gonna flip when she hears about this. She's like obsessed with you. Yeah. Laurie has that effect on women. You take in every line of his perfect body and gorgeous smile. Your sister has good taste. I've been drooling over Laurie for years. Laying it on a little thick, don't you think? It's not my fault you set all hearts in New York fluttering. I watched your game earlier. That turnover in the third quarter was something else. Everything you touch turns to magic. Well, in that case, what do you say to letting me take a spin behind the wheel up here? Seriously, you want to scribble? If you don't mind, I'm trying to impress someone here with my college spinning skills. He leans in and smoothly slips the DJ $100 bill. He'd be doing me a serious solid. I always knew Laurie was full of surprises, but I had no idea he could be such a player. How is it a player? I'm just saying. The DJ looks back and forth between you before stepping aside. In that case, the booth is all yours. I hope it works. Your girlfriend is a serious smoke show. What? Smoke show? What? girlfriend? I'm not gonna say get ahead of yourselves. You bet I am. You wrap an arm around Laurie's waist and pull him towards you. The feeling of his body next to yours feels so right. Name is Jules Talbot. You're probably gonna want to remember it. Oh, I definitely will. Laurie laughs and leans down to press a soft kiss on your hairline. It's such a natural boyfriendy thing to do that your heart turns over. Sorry about her. She always gets like this when we're out in public together. The DJ just lets out a chuckle, ducks out of the booth, leaving you and Laurie alone together. You take in the complex deck of buttons and switches with wide eyes. You really know how to use all this stuff? Yeah, I did a little spinning in college. Yeah, we got that the first 2 times. He tosses you a headset and gestures for you to stand at the deck. Alright, so while everyone else was busy getting wasted at the dance floor, I got to take control in my own little dark corner. Control, huh? That's kind of your thing on the ice, too. What can I say? I know what I like. He slides up behind you, his arms wrapped around your midsection as he takes your hand in his. His hips brace your ass as he points out the different parts of the deck. This one's a mixer. That one lets us match up beats. This is where you shape the sound. What about this one? With a slow, teasing glide, he pushes your fingers over a volume control. This is where you let people know how loud you like it. His mouth drops to your ear, his breath is warm, and his lips even warmer as his voice coils down your neck. How loud do you like it, Jules? Keep things mindful and demure. Crank it to the max. Listen, she's down bad, we can tell, why not? You let Laurie guide the volume as high as it will go. As the beat pumps out of the speakers, everyone on the dance floor cheers. There, that's better. Now we can be as loud as we want. He steps even closer, the hard wall of his chest bracing your back as he starts to sway to the music. Interesting, I never took you for a screamer. There's a lot you don't know about me yet. The best part about being in the booth is being able to give it into your own desires. He pushes a complex series of buttons that lift the beat up before dropping it back down again. Almost everyone on the floor shouts their approval. Does that mean your desire is to reduce everyone out there to a hot, sweaty heap? Oh, hot, sweaty heaps are my favorite kind, but no. All of a sudden he switches the music to a slower, more sensual tune. I'm more of a traditionalist. When I want to get in the mood, I like to keep things soft and seductive. He slides his hand up your waist, tracing your shape until he reaches your throat. With a light, teasing grasp, he tilts your chin up and lets his lips whisper over your skin. Tell me how you like it, Jules. What gets you in the mood? Your whole body tingles with the need to feel his mouth on top of yours. I always knew he had this in him. I just didn't know how much it would affect me. I prefer it hard and fast and build anticipation, however you decide. You know what? I'm gonna go to build anticipation. The long build-ups is half the fun, don't you think? You take your time moving the controls, letting the beat increase bit by bit until the whole room is thumping. With each bump, Laurie's hold on you tightens until you're both about to break with the strain of it. There's the anticipation. And there's just cruelty. The music and the dark closeness of the booth get the better of both of you. You sigh and start to undulate your hips against his. His hands slide down to your stomach. He presses down with both his palms as your bodies move as one. You close your eyes and sigh, wishing to keep this moment forever. The guy really isn't DJing. Open your eyes, Jules. Look what we did together. You open your eyes to find that the entire club is now on the dance floor, bodies swaying and moving. Everyone tapped into the hot, pounding beats that echo inside your veins. I didn't know it could be like this. Neither did I. By the time the song changes to a slower one, you're both feeling hot, sweaty, and incredibly turned on. Need a rest, Jules? Afraid so. Not all of us are professional athletes with bodies like Greek gods. Then say no more. I know just the thing to cool you down. A drink? Laurie leads you into an elevator that deposits you onto the rooftop terrace of the club that rewards you with a sweeping, gorgeous view of the entire city. How did you even know this was up here? I was out of practice in the dating department. Not that I don't have any moves. He takes you by the hand and leads you to the railing. He breathes deep, taking in the cool night air with the same quiet confidence he carries into each game. Besides, even though you pushed me out of my comfort zone tonight, I'm still the one calling the shots. That's a bold assumption. He turns towards you, the moon highlighting the perfect lines of his face. Your breath catches as he lifts a hand to gently stroke your cheek. Then tell me I'm wrong. Tell me to walk away. Your heart leaps in your throat. You've never seen Lori so open and honest with you, and you like it a lot more than is good for you. Do you have any idea how long I've waited for this? I know. I'd wish we'd done this a lot sooner. One of my biggest regrets would be not seeing this thing through after all these years. Then why did it take you so long to ask me out? It's not like I was subtle about my interest. I've never flirted so hard in my whole life. He flashes you a lopsided grin. I know, I enjoyed every second. But you're right, I should have let you know how much I wanted this. Is it because of the divorce you're afraid to get back out there? That's part of it, but it's also because I didn't want to mess things up between us. You know what this job is like. Wait, when did he get a divorce? Because I'm actually just thinking about that. Wasn't that something that was recent? So they kept flirting while he was married, then he got a divorce, I'm assuming. Correct me if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, but I'm just saying. The pressure, the constant travel, it could get in the way of what we have, and what would happen if things went bad between us. Lori pauses, frowning at the terrible thought. Those kinds of complications lose games, in careers. I wanted you to have a chance at something better. You think back on the long weeks of travel, nights when you fell to bed, too tired to even take off your shoes. Yeah, but it's not like I was out there living it up as a hot single gal. I was bouncing from city to city with teams, too, remember? That's true, but remember that I've tried to balance love in the game before. It didn't end well. And your jaw tightens as you think about Lori's ex. She did a serious number on him if he thinks he can only have one good thing in his life at a time. That's why I'm finally ready. Now that I can see the finish line of my career, I'm excited to see what's beyond him. But what about the entire next year? You have a whole year before you retire. Technically, there's no finish line yet. His frown tugs so hard at his lips that it's all you can do to not kiss it away right then and there. I know, it worries me. I'm not going to phone in this season. I will make one last mark on the league. I will prove I can win another championship. Without warning, grabs you by the hips and pulls you flush against him. Enough about hockey. This year is going to be tricky to navigate, but I'm ready to give it my all. When I want something, I work hard to get it, and right now, what I really want is you. And what makes you think I'm willing to go along with your sudden change of heart? We both know the answer to that. All at once, his mouth is on top of yours. You feel the tingle of it all the way down to your toes. Nothing about this kiss is like you expected. Instead of holding back and playing it safe, Lori attacks with all of his best moves. His arm hooks around your waist, his mouth hot as he pries open your lips and takes control of the kiss. He presses you up against the railing as he trails a hot line of kisses up your jawline before moving back down again. You try to draw a ragged breath, but the taste and scent of him is everywhere. His lips are so much softer than you expected and so much more demanding. But what about all your fears for the future? Hockey isn't my future, Jules. You are. You sag against him, unable to find how good this feels or how long you've been wanting it. Will you stay up here with me for a little longer? Diamond yours. And I know. Let's end it here. You will yourself to step away and take a deep breath, letting the fresh air cool your heated body. Let's not ruin a perfect night by moving too fast. We've already waited this long. What's a little bit more time? You're right. There's no rush. He joins you at the railing. Not close enough to touch you, but plenty close for the scent of him to overwhelm you. It took me this long to ask you out. I'm more than happy to move at your speed. Yeah, you're one to just bounce chihuahua on the damn first date, my dude. The next day, the team hits the ice for practices. You join Coach Howie at the boards, watching everyone line up and prepare to tackle drills.
Both Hunter and Lori are in top form today. Make sure you take notes, Jules.
You don't have to ask me twice. You lean on your elbows and do as Coach says, but it's not long before your attention fixes on one player in particular. I can't stop looking at Lori, because, he literally went on a date with you. I don't give a shit about Hunter. I'm serious, I'm just saying. Lori is in complete charge of the ice as he barks out orders and assists the team in carrying them out. You can't help but admire the way he controls his every movement. No matter what happens, Lori is a man who knows who he is and doesn't change for anyone. As if sensing your eyes on him, he stops long enough to glance your way, his gaze softening as it lands. Our date last night was perfect, as if everything between us had been leading up to that moment. Need to catch your breath, old man? Hunter whips by without warning, forcing you out of your reverie and into the memory of the way he kissed you the other day, without hesitation or reserve. I'm finally making progress with Lori, so why can't I stop thinking about Hunter's bold approach? You push away from the ring, your whole body buzzing with the sudden fear that you've bitten off more than you can chew. Wait, am I into 2 hockey players at once? What the hell am I going to do? Lord help me. Alright, first and foremost, thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you did enjoy the content. Leave a comment down below letting me know your thoughts and what you would do in this circumstance, but here we go. I'm going to state what I would do. Oh man, you have 2 potential love interests. Man, whatever would you do in life? So, man, if only all of us didn't have this problem. Oh wait, we don't. So, most people would go, man, have 2 people that you're vying. Like, you are literally the one who gets to pick. They're vying for you, and you can pick. Again, most of us wish we had that life, don't we? Don't we? Especially you ladies. I'm sure you're like, yes. So, long story short for me, right? Like, if that ever happened, which it's never had, and I've never been lucky enough, I guess lucky enough, I don't know, is that the word I'm looking for? To have 2 women, right? And they both are into you, you're into them, and you're not boyfriend and girlfriend yet, right? There's a lot of people who do this shit, where they go out on a bunch of dates until finally someone goes, hey, will you go steady with me? And then they have to make a choice. Do they want to continue going on a bunch of meaningless dates? Yes, meaningless, because at that point you're choosing between a life of meaning and possibilities and just, I don't know, one night's dinners, maybe getting lucky, whatnot, yada, 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 and just continuing to have meaningless relationship. And keyword, I say meaningless because if you're sitting there and someone goes, hey, would you like to go steady with me? Meaning you have to make a choice there. Do you feel like you're ready for them to be an exclusive thing for you and fall in love with them and them give you love and vice versa? If you sit there and go, no, and you continue to want the one-night thing, then again, that's my point. Right? That's the whole point of dating, right? That's the whole point of trying to find someone, is literally that. You're trying to find someone to settle down with, right? Have love with. You may or may not want children. I don't care. That's completely your preference. But long story short is, you're wanting love, right? Like Keanu Reeves once, pointed that out, sometimes you gotta fight for your love, right? Because what is love without fighting for it? And it's true, right? So you have to sit there and you have to fight with yourself, first and foremost, to go, do I want this? Do I want to feel love? Do I want to give love? And do I want to receive that love? So right now, we're just going on dates right now with Lori and Hunter. Eventually, yes, it's going to come to the point where someone looks at us and goes, I would like to be with you. And you're going to have to make that choice. That's the whole point. So again, a lot of us wish we had this issue, I'm sure, but long story short is a lot of us don't. I'd say more or less 90% of women will have this issue versus guys. We like 2 women vying for us. You gotta be extremely successful, rich, and stunning looking to even have that possibility. Just saying. Like, girls, you just exist. I'm just being honest. Girls just exist, and they have guys who just want them at any given moment. We don't have that. I've never personally can say I've ever felt that as a woman being like, yo, listen, yo, locum, I would. Like, no, I'm sorry. So anyway, Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you're in the same mentality as me or if you differ. Hey, I love to hear differing perspectives and whatnot with this as well. But otherwise, thanks for watching. You love you beautiful faces, and I'll catch you all later. Peace out.